I've been here for 3 years, and on March 31st, my tenure is coming to an end. And I'm going to remember this for a long time. And I have tried my level best to take this institution to the next level. It was a wonderful roller coaster ride, if I may say so. IIMC, of course, has always been one of India's leading media institutions. But then, somewhere down the line, we started being included among one of the media schools in the country. There were many other media schools which were, getting the top rankings. The number of applications for admissions were not up to the mark. Somewhere we had lost out on many things. Our publications had become defunct. We had stopped publishing books, and we had stopped taking initiatives. And I felt that as an institution set up by none other than Wilbur Schramm, this institution, which has trained journalists from 128 countries across the globe, needs much more visibility and needs to go to the next level. It should not be another media school, but it should be India's communication think tank. That's what I wanted it to be. That was my vision when I took charge. I've been associated with this institution for the last 20 years as a visiting faculty. And my passion I derived my passion from that association of over 2 decades. And I was able to do a lot. And I would particularly say that one was the major push we gave to Indian language journalism. Apart from setting the Department of Indian Languages, I upgraded the certificate program in Urdu to a full-fledged postgraduate diploma program. We started Malayalam journalism program from our Kerala campus, Marathi journalism program from our Amravati campus, and even we started an advanced certificate program in Sanskrit journalism from our Delhi campus in collaboration with the Lal Bahadur Shastri Rashtriya Sanskrit Sansthan. Now, so we wanted to give the same quality of students even for these language media, language television, language print media. And that's what, gave us a national recognition, our mega push to language journalism. We are now planning to start Hindi and Urdu courses from our Jammu campus and also Bangla journalism from our Odisha campus. This apart, we have been able to obtain a letter of intent to be deemed to be university under the de novo category. The Prime Minister, at the beginning of his 5-year tenure, had visualized, talked about having a national communication university on the lines of the one you have in China. We felt that if there is one institution in this country which merits that national communication university, it is IIMC. And we worked for that. And we are grateful that the Ministry of Human Resource Development and the University Grants Commission have given us that LOI, and within the next 3 years, we will be deemed to be university, subject to, of course, our fulfilling requirements in terms of faculty, in terms of some infrastructure that's required. We have given a major push to consolidating our regional campuses. They were earlier just centers. Except for Dhenkanal, where we had a permanent campus, we were operating out of some state university or some rented building. In the last 3 years, we have consolidated all the campuses. In Jammu and Amravati, we have acquired land. In Kerala and Mizoram, where we had land, no construction had taken place. In the last 3 years, 2 beautiful campuses have come up in Kerala and in Mizoram. So we have now 4 permanent campuses: Delhi, Dhenkanal, Aizawl, and Kottayam. The other two places, Jammu, only last month the Prime Minister laid the foundation stone of the Jammu campus. So, we believe that we should not be spreading thin. IIMC's qualities should be maintained. This apart, we have set up the Community Radio Empowerment and Resource Center. The whole idea is to strengthen the community radio movement in this country. Then we set up the National Media Faculty Development Center. The whole idea was to bring about some kind of a standardization in media education, some kind of a benchmarking. And this was also done. We revived the publications, the peer-reviewed publications of IIMC, the Communicator and the Sanchar Madhyam. As a result, today they are now, UGC approved quarterly journals which are in great demand among the media scholars, media experts all over the country and the world. Our faculty would be traveling around the country and the world attending conferences, but we at IIMC had perhaps not organized a conference for a long time. In the last 3 years, we have organized major national and international conferences. We co-hosted the 15th Asian Media Summit. We organized the first ever national seminar on language journalism, the state of language journalism and training. We organized the 17th Indian Science Communication Congress. We said that for students also we should be doing something. So the first inter-college, inter-university media students festival, the Media Mahakumbh, we not only started that last year, this year we repeated that. So for the last 2 years consecutively, we are having this Media Mahakumbh. We also started, and for the last 2 years we have been organizing the All India Media Students Communication Congress in collaboration with the Public Relations Society of India. Now, in terms of academia, we have improved our syllabus. We are working closely with the industry. At the same time, we decided that we will produce global journalists with strong Indian roots. So along with Western communication models, we started teaching Indian communication models like Sadharnikaran based on Bharat Muni's Natya Shastra. In every course we incorporated that. Simultaneously, even as we are imparting them the traditional knowledge, for the first time this year we introduced drone journalism, Mojo, AI, AR, VR, robotics. These have been introduced at IIMC in a big way. Some latest equipments have been brought in. We have entered into memoranda of understanding with leading institutions. And to top it all, IIMC in collaboration with UNICEF, Reuters Foundation, Thomson Reuters Foundation, and the Oxford University, we together designed India's first critical appraisal skills program in public health reporting. And today, journalists, not only journalism students at IIMC are being taught this, not only our faculty have been totally trained from all over the country in this, but also we are imparting training to journalists from many institutions. In the last 1 year, I remember, from Amar Ujala to Dainik Jagran to Dainik Bhaskar, we have trained journalists. So the list is endless. We have renamed, or rather named. Our buildings did not have an identity. Today every building has an identity. The main arterial road is named after one of the well-known journalists who became a beloved Prime Minister, that's Atal Bihari Vajpayee. We instituted a lecture in memory of the late Prime Minister, which was delivered by none other than the Honorable Vice President of India. We have revived the Foundation Day lectures. We have revived the Golden Jubilee lectures. And some of the most eminent names in the industry are today coming to IIMC. The girls' hostel is named after Rani Gaidinliu, that famous freedom fighter from Northeast. The boys' hostel is named after Babasaheb Ambedkar, again another journalist. The international hostel is named after Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. The mini auditorium is named after Lokmanya Balagangadhar Tilak. The main auditorium is now named after Mahatma Gandhi. We have the block where Indian Information Service officers are trained and the foreign journalists are trained, which signifies India's diplomatic and administrative experience sharing. That has now been named after Chanakya. That's a Chanakya block. The ridge area, which used to be a favorite pastime to for just lazying around, has now been converted into a place where people are studying, and it has been named Swami Vivekananda Memorial Rock. Not only that, in terms of facilities in hostel, now even washing machines which were not there earlier have been introduced. The senior officers themselves go on inspection to see whether food is quality food is being served to the students or not. In terms of employees' welfare, so many steps have been taken. Contract employees were earlier provided only 7 days leave per annum. Now they are getting 1 month's leave. Earlier only Delhi people used to get a hike of, contract employees used to get a hike of 10%, whereas the regional campuses used to get only 5%. Now they have been made at par, both Delhi and regional campuses. Minimum wage has been implemented. So an employee in Kerala who used to get 5,000 rupees per month is now drawing not less than 16 to 17,000 rupees, thanks to implementation of the way. The 7th Pay Commission we were among the first to introduce. Retired employees never used to get any benefits. Today every retired employee gets an annual medical allowance of 30,000 rupees for OPD treatment. So many other employees are now, incentives have been given, the best employee awards are given to encourage the employees, which was ever earlier not there. So it has been a, there is no front on which work has not, whether it is infrastructure, academics, and we have constant industry interface, and what is the outcome? Now our social media, we were never there on, we did not have even social media handles. In the last 3 years I have set up a department of new media. Now our presence is worldwide. Through our Facebook we have been able to connect to 128 countries where our scholars are present. We have thousands of followers on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube. And thanks to all that kind of visibility and the work we have done, last year India Today and The Week, both of them ranked us as India's #1 mass communication institute. Number 2, the number of applications have jumped by 45%, from roughly about 4,000 to about 7,000 applications we are receiving for admission to this institution. We have been able to persuade our alumni association to provide scholarship and freeship to our deserving students. Earlier they would come here, have some function and go back. We have been able to persuade them to give back to their alma mater something that they have taken from here, and today they are encouraging students. So it has been an all-round progress wherein we have now, the whole idea was to turn this into India's mass communication hub. We are no more talking about journalism alone. In my radio television department, for the last 2 years, my students are winning awards at documentary film festival. At Chitrabharati Film Festival, they won the top awards. And my students are today having street plays, and they are going out there in areas in Najafgarh, in villages, they are performing there. The creative, we have provided a platform for their, for giving a platform to their creative expression. Now, We have started in collaboration with FTII courses in digital cinematography, screen acting, fiction writing for television. This is what we have done. So today students of any age from any part of the country, IIMC has opened its doors. Come, study whatever you want here. So, and so many conferences, so many, whether it is Yuva Vimarsh, whether it is GIA, whether it is, there is so many conferences have taken place, giving so much of exposure to our students, and international speakers are coming in a big way. National level, from leading journalists, their services have been utilized to impart the latest know-how to our students. So I think that what we wanted to